Have you ever sat there typing out a request to an AI like ChatGPT, hoping for something truly specific, only to get a response that felt, well, generic? Like you were trying to explain a complex idea and it just wasn't quite understood.
Oh, yeah, that's such a common frustration. It
Yeah.
really is. You type in something simple like write an article about marketing, and it comes back just bland.
Yeah.
Or worse, completely misses the nuance you're going for. It's like talking to a wall sometimes, isn't it?
It truly feels like a fundamental communication gap, doesn't it? What if we could genuinely close that gap? What if you had an expert AI assistant, always ready, always precise, helping you craft the perfect instructions?
That's precisely what we're going to dive into today.
Yeah.
We're talking about building your very own prompt architect, a custom GPT designed specifically to take your simple ideas and transform them into incredibly powerful, executable prompts. We're moving beyond just, guessing what the AI needs.
Okay, so today our mission is to unpack the core anatomy of a truly effective prompt using a framework called C.R.A.F.T. We'll then explore why a custom GPT is such a game changer for this process, and then crucially, we'll walk you through the practical steps to build your own.
Right. And we'll also dig into some real-world examples, explore a crucial mindset shift you kind of need to make, and share some advanced strategies. Plus, of course, common pitfalls to steer clear of. Get ready to move from those frustratingly generic responses to truly precise, actionable AI outputs, stuff that genuinely propels your projects forward.
Okay, let's unpack this core problem then. It often isn't the AI itself that's the issue, but rather how we interact with it. So many users, myself included initially, tend to treat AI like a basic search engine.
Right. Just tossing out a short, vague query like, give me some business ideas.
Yeah.
That leaves so much open to interpretation for the AI. Just no depth, no real context. It's like asking a brilliant chef for food and expecting a Michelin star meal. It just won't happen.
That's such a good analogy, yeah. And what you find is the quality of the AI's output is almost always a direct reflection of your input quality. It doesn't guess your intent. It completes patterns based on the context you provide. So the prompt isn't just an instruction. It's the very canvas you're giving the AI to paint on.
Exactly. But imagine a system that helps you create that perfect canvas every single time. That's where the prompt architect comes in. It's not just a tool, it's like an interactive partner. It takes your simple initial thoughts and builds them into comprehensive, detailed project briefs that the AI can really work with.
And the benefit here is immense. It genuinely saves time, avoids those frustrating back and forths, those revisions, and allows you to unlock the full potential of your AI subscription. So building on what you just said, what's that fundamental shift we need to make? Away from those basic, almost passive queries.
It's about moving from vague questions to delivering detailed, structured instructions.
The shift is to structured instructions.
That makes so much sense.
So before we even think about building our own prompt architect, we need to understand what actually makes a prompt powerful. It's not about magic words or secret phrases. It's about providing a complete set of instructions. And we can remember this with a simple acronym, C.R.A.F.T.
C.R.A.F.T. Okay, let's break it down. C is for context. This is the why and the who. It's all the background info the AI needs. What's the goal of this request? Who is the target audience for the output? Without this foundational context, the AI is essentially working in a vacuum, kind of just guessing what you mean. Right. And R is for role. This is where you assign the AI a specific persona or identity. Instead of it being just a generic chatbot, it becomes an expert. You might say, you are a Nobel Prize-winning economist, or you are a seasoned copywriter specializing in luxury travel. This really helps the AI narrow its focus and activate specific knowledge. I remember early on, I just asked for an article, right? And it gave me something so bland that I tried assigning the role. You are a sarcastic content marketer targeting Gen Z, and suddenly it had a pulse. It was night and day, really showed me the power of that R for role.
That's such a perfect illustration. Wow. And A is for action. This is the specific primary verb. What exactly do you want the AI to do? Are you asking it to write, analyze, summarize, brainstorm, debug? Being precise here directs its efforts immediately.
F is for format. How do you want the output delivered? A bulleted list, Jason. A formal report with specific headings, a table with 3 columns. If you don't specify, the AI will guess, and, well, often it guesses wrong, which means you're stuck reformatting it yourself. Not ideal.
And T is for tone. Formal, casual, witty, empathetic, academic, professional. The tone should always align with your context and your target audience. If you're looking for a casual, friendly social media post, you certainly don't want a dry academic summary, right?
Right, but manually applying C.R.A.F.T. every single time, It can feel like a chore, let's be honest.
Okay.
That's precisely the problem our prompt architect solves. It handles those tedious parts for you. So when we talk about the R in C.R.A.F.T, why is specifying the AI's role so impactful for its response?
That's a fantastic question, and it's something I see people miss often. When you assign a role, you're essentially activating a specific part of the AI's vast knowledge base. It's like telling a general contractor, okay, now put on your interior designer hat for this part of the project. It helps the AI narrow its focus and biases its internal weights towards that specific domain, effectively tuning it for your task right from the start.
The role activates specific knowledge.
hmm
Ah, okay, so it's about much more than just a label then.
Exactly. Now, what's fascinating here is how a custom GPT transforms your interaction with AI. It's your own personalized ChatGPT, configured for a very specific purpose. It's not just a general AI anymore.
Think of it like creating a specialist from a generalist.
Yeah.
Standard ChatGPT is a jack of all trades. It can do many things okay.
Yeah.
But a custom GPT, that's a master of one specific task. It truly excels at its defined purpose.
And for prompt writing, this offers really profound advantages. It internalizes frameworks like C.R.A.F.T. You don't have to remember them or type them out every single time. The structure is simply built in.
And that's not all. It's designed to ask intelligent questions, knowing what information is missing based on its configured instructions. This means it proactively guides you, making sure you cover all your bases. And its consistency is unwavering. Every prompt it helps you craft follows the same high-quality structure, which leads to much more predictable and, frankly, reliable results.
It brings incredible time efficiency, too, automating a task that can be quite tedious. Once you build it, it's a permanent, reusable asset in your AI toolkit, ready whenever you need it. So really, how does a custom GPT improve so significantly over a general AI chatbot for a task like this?
Well, it gains specialized knowledge, focusing its power for one task, making it far more effective.
Specialized knowledge means higher effectiveness.
Got it. That's
Yeah.
a powerful idea for any tool.
So let's get practical. Let's talk building. To build this, you will need a ChatGPT Plus subscription, as that's currently required to create custom GPTs. Just a heads up.
First step, you'll navigate to the GPT builder in your ChatGPT account. Look in the top left sidebar. You should see Explore GPTs, then click Create in the top right corner. That's your starting point.
Okay, now here's a crucial tip. You'll see Create and Configure tabs. Choose Configure, definitely. While Create is chat-based, which sounds easy, Configure gives you direct input fields. That offers you full control and the precision you really need for building a truly professional tool. Don't skip that. Step 3. Establish its identity. Give it a profile picture, maybe something like a blueprint or architectural theme logo. You can even generate one right there using DALL-E, which is pretty neat. Name it Prompt Architect to clearly communicate its function. And then describe it simply. An expert AI assistant for co-creating detailed, structured, and highly effective prompts. Keep it clear.
Now the most critical step. Engineer the core instructions. This is its brain, its source code. Seriously, this is where you meticulously define its purpose, its personality, and its entire operational process. If you mess this up or kind of rush it, the whole thing falls apart. It won't work well.
You'll want to define its role as Prompt Architect, a world-class specialist in AI communication and prompt engineering. Its philosophy should be clear, too, something like clarity breeds excellence, rooted in the belief that incomplete prompts inevitably lead to poor AI output.
Then you define its core protocol, a structured four-step process. First, discover and diagnose, where it asks clarifying C.R.A.F.T questions to gather all necessary components, covering the goal, persona, task, output structure, and style. You need to be truly thorough here in the instructions you give it.
Second, architect and design, where it announces it's ready to structure the prompt, often using clear sections like #persona, #tag context, and so on. Third, construct and write, creating the final prompt in a distinct code block for easy copying. And importantly, written from your perspective, addressing the AI directly, like you are X, your task is Y.
And fourth, review and validate, asking you for feedback like, does this prompt accurately capture everything you need? Is anything missing? This is your chance to iterate right there in the conversation. Super useful.
You should also add behavioral guidelines. Make it encouraging, professional, empowering. It should avoid jargon unless necessary and make you feel like you're working with a true expert, not just a robot following steps.
Right. And craft some useful conversation starters, like, help me design a prompt for an expert research assistant. Or maybe, I need a master prompt for a complex new project. These guide the user effortlessly into the right workflow from the get-go.
Finally, set up its capabilities. Web browse, DLE, code interpreter. Just leave them on for versatility, even if you don't use them every time. For this specific GPT, you probably won't need to upload external knowledge files because its expertise is built right into those core instructions.
Then save, test, and refine. Start with only me when publishing, definitely.
Hmm.
And iterate relentlessly. Give it various scenarios from simple to incredibly complex and refine those instructions based on its performance.
What's the single most vital part of building a custom GPT, would you say?
I'd say it's defining its core instructions precisely. That's where its specialized intelligence truly takes shape. It's the foundation.
Precise instructions are the core. Got it. That makes complete sense.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. Let's see the prompt architect in action. Put it to work. Let's take a creative request, something fairly common. I need to create a brand mood board for a new line of sustainable home goods. A pretty open-ended request on its own, right? Could go anywhere.
Absolutely. So the prompt architect immediately enters its discovery phase. It doesn't just jump in and guess. It starts asking, okay, who is the target audience for these home goods? What's the brand's core personality? What specific elements must the mood board include, like color palette or typography? Are there any existing brands you admire that we should use for inspiration? It systematically pulls out all those crucial C.R.A.F.T elements.
Exactly. Or consider an analytical request. Help me write a prompt to analyze my competitor's marketing strategy. Again, kind of vague by itself.
It'll then ask about the competitor specifically, your primary goal for the analysis, what kind of expert the AI should be. Should it be a chief marketing officer, maybe a market research analyst? That changes the output. It will also ask for specific areas to cover, like social media, SEO, or ad campaigns, and how the analysis should be presented, a SWOT analysis, a detailed report, a bulleted summary.
This guided process ensures you get a deep, structured analysis, not just a shallow overview. It forces you to think through the details that you might otherwise overlook, and that the AI absolutely needs to deliver a quality output. So in these scenarios, how do they really highlight the architect's true value?
I think it's that it systematically extracts the necessary details for a truly tailored output.
The architect ensures tailored outputs.
Yeah.
That's a perfect summary. Mid-roll sponsor, add read content provided separately.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the most
Right.
common mistake I see, and honestly, I still catch myself doing it sometimes, is treating advanced AI like a simple vending machine.
Oh yeah, you know the drill. Pop in a short prompt, get out a generic snack. It's just not how it works. You're certainly not going to get gourmet results that way. No chance.
To truly unlock its power, you really have to shift your mindset. Your prompt architect isn't just a machine to command, it's a partner to collaborate with. It's an expert guiding you.
Right, and that means actively engaging in that discovery phase. The questions it asks aren't obstacles to get through quickly. No. They are truly the path to a better outcome. They're there to help you refine your thinking just as much as to inform the AI.
The more you provide your partner to work with, the more insightful and valuable its contribution will be. Honestly, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes, where my initial intent kind of shifts slightly over time if I'm not careful. This collaboration with a prompt architect helps immensely, keeping me on track and ensuring I don't miss key details. What's the single most important mindset change for anyone using AI today?
Treating AI as a partner, engaging in thoughtful collaboration, not just expecting magic.
Collaboration unlocks AI's full potential. That's really the core message, isn't it?
Totally. Okay, let's talk advanced strategies now. Get into the weeds a bit. First, focus is power. Resist the temptation to make your GPT do everything. The prompt architect builds prompts. That's its job. If you need a content creator, build a separate content strategist GPT. Specialization is really key to unlocking serious power with these custom builds.
And iterate relentlessly. Your first version is just the starting point. A V1. Keep tweaking those instructions based on your experience. As you use it, you'll naturally discover new ways to improve its core logic, maybe add a new behavior or constraint.
Also a big one. Cross-platform testing. Take the prompts your architect creates and test them out. Try them in ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever models you use regularly. See how they perform across different models, because they all have slightly different nuances in how they interpret instructions. This helps you build truly universal, robust prompts that work anywhere.
That's a great point. You can even build a template library directly within your GPT's instructions for common tasks. So if you frequently need a specific type of blog post prompt, it can have a predefined starter template ready to go. That accelerates your workflow even further.
Now let's quickly hit some common pitfalls, things to avoid. First, avoid overly complex instructions within the GPT's configuration itself.
Hmm.
Keep them clear, direct. The GPT's internal instructions should guide it clearly, not confuse it with too much fluff.
Yeah, and don't skip sufficient testing. Really try to break it. Give it vague or unusual requests to see how it guides you back to a structured process. Its ability to handle ambiguity gracefully is a strong sign of a well-built GPT.
One to always be mindful of: privacy, please. Be aware that information you share in ChatGPT might be used for training its models,
Yeah.
unless you specifically opt out in your settings. Always be mindful of sensitive data you input. Don't put company secrets in there unless you know the policy.
Good reminder. And finally, avoid the set it and forget it mentality. AI models are constantly evolving, and so are your needs. Review your GPT every few months, see if you can incorporate new capabilities, refine its core logic based on new features, or adapt it to your changing workflows.
Whoa. Imagine the potential, though, when you start building a whole suite of these focused AI partners, each a specialist in its domain, like a custom-built digital team, perfectly aligned with your specific needs. That's powerful stuff. What's the key takeaway for continuous GPT improvement?
Iterate relentlessly and test across different scenarios. That constant refinement is crucial for keeping it sharp.
Continuous refinement is key. Yeah, I think that applies to so many things beyond just AI, doesn't it?
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? You now have a clear blueprint for a powerful tool that will fundamentally change how you interact with AI models moving forward.
Yeah, the prompt architect isn't just a convenience, it's a systematic approach. It's about injecting clarity, context, and precision into every single AI request you make, consistently.
The difference between frustration and true success with AI genuinely lies in the quality of instructions we provide. It's that simple and that complex. Automating this process frees up your mental energy for your strategic goals, rather than wrestling with the nuances of prompt engineering every time.
Your next steps are pretty clear, hopefully. Build your prompt architect, start collaborating with it, actively refine its performance as you use it, and then begin to expand your own specialized AI toolkit. Build that digital team.
The era of AI is definitely here, and learning to communicate effectively with these models is no longer a niche skill. It's rapidly becoming a fundamental competency for anyone looking to leverage this powerful technology in, well, almost any field.
This raises an important question, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The ultimate power isn't just in the AI itself, but in our ability to truly speak its language, to articulate our intent so clearly. What entirely new opportunities emerge when AI genuinely understands your vision, right down to the details?
Something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We truly hope this empowers your AI journey.